Let me start by telling you a story. A few years ago, I was working a job that drained my soul, cleaning cars, alone, 8 hours a day, same songs on the radio, same fake smiles, same aching knees. But the real pain wasn't in my body, it was in my mind. I'd look at the world and feel like I was watching a game I wasn't allowed to play. Everyone was busy pretending, posting highlights, acting happy. Meanwhile, I was drowning in invisible chains. One day, after yet another mind-numbing shift, I sat in my dark room and whispered something that changed everything. Either I break this illusion, or it breaks me. That night, I started reading the cold, sharp words of men like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Nietzsche, men who didn't sugarcoat life, men who handed you the truth like a sword and dared you to use it. This video is that sword. But here's the catch: it will hurt, because everything you're about to read cuts deep. These are not gentle affirmations. They're the brutal, liberating facts you've been avoiding. Accept them, and you'll be dangerous. Reject them, and you'll stay in the cage. Let's begin. 1. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not God. If your life is a sinking ship, you better start swimming, or you'll drown blaming the waves. Most people live like spectators, waiting for some event to change their life. A new job, a girl, a lucky break. But life doesn't reward those who wait. It rewards those who act while bleeding. Stoic truth: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's what Marcus Aurelius said. Stop looking up, start stepping up. 2. You are not special. You've been lied to your whole life. Just be yourself. You're perfect as you are. No, you're not. You're average until proven otherwise. Billions of people have lived and died with your exact fears, hopes, dreams. You are not chosen, but that's not depressing. It's freeing. It means you can build yourself into something exceptional, not by birthright, but by war, the war against your weakness. If you're not winning it, you're losing it. 3. The world doesn't care about your feelings. It sounds harsh because it is, but this is how power is built. Feel sad? The bills still come. Feel anxious? The deadline stays the same. Feel overwhelmed? The competition doesn't wait. The more you expect life to pause for your emotions, the more life punishes you. Emotion is real, but it's not a command. You feel it, then you move anyway. As Miyamoto Musashi said, do nothing which is of no use. Crying about what's unfair is useless. Acting anyway, dangerous. 4. If you want respect, earn it in silence. Most people today scream for validation, post their progress, cry for attention, brag about doing the bare minimum. But here's the truth: lions don't announce they're lions. They move, they kill, they dominate quietly. You want respect? Stop talking, start showing. And remember this: men who talk about their grind rarely have one. 5. Love is not enough. Modern culture romanticizes the idea that love alone can fix everything, but love without discipline is chaos. Love without direction is addiction, and love without self-respect is slavery. I've been there. In a toxic relationship where emotions ran high but standards stayed low. We loved each other, sure, but we bled each other dry. The Stoics knew better. Don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. Another quote from Marcus Aurelius: if someone disrespects your boundaries, don't explain, don't beg, walk. Because love that costs your dignity isn't love, it's self-harm. 6. Most people want you weak. Not because they're evil, but because your weakness justifies theirs. Your friends don't want you ripped. It reminds them they're lazy. Your ex doesn't want you rich. It proves she bet wrong. Your co-workers don't want you rising. It threatens their comfort. So what do? They mock you, subtly. Why are you so intense? Bro, relax. Enjoy life. It's not advice, it's sabotage. You becoming great forces them to face the part of themselves they've buried. That's why true transformation is often a lonely road. 7. You either suffer the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. There is no life without suffering. Only 2 options: the pain of doing hard things every day, or the pain of looking in the mirror one day and realizing you wasted your shot. I've experienced both, dragging myself to train at 6 a.m. with no sleep and lying in bed for weeks, depressed, scrolling, wasting time. You know which pain was worse? The second one, every time. Regret is a slow rot, a daily suicide. Discipline, though, that pain forges you. 8. Most people are addicted to their weakness. They say they want to change, but the truth, they don't. They like being victims. They like complaining. They like the attention pain brings. Changing would mean giving up their excuses. It would mean holding themselves accountable, and that's terrifying. So instead, they drown themselves in distraction. TikTok, porn, fast food, drama. All of it is anesthesia, not entertainment. Stoic reminder from Epictetus. First, tell yourself what kind of person you want to be. Then do what you have to do. Until you face the addiction to your own comfort, you'll never escape it. 9. If you're not improving, you're decaying. There's no such thing as maintaining. You're either building or you're rotting. You skip a workout, it gets easier to skip two. You lie once, it gets easier to lie again. You numb your mind with noise, and soon silence terrifies you. Life is momentum, and if you're not accelerating forward, you're sliding back, slowly, quietly, invisibly. Improvement isn't a goal, it's a duty. Wake up with fire, or you'll die with rust. 10. You must be willing to outgrow your old self. This might be the hardest truth of all, because it means letting parts of yourself die. The passive you, the people-pleaser you, the insecure version who needed approval. But here's the twist. The old you won't die quietly. He'll beg to stay, whisper doubts, remind you how comfortable you used to be. Let him scream, then bury him anyway. Every level of your life will demand a new version of you, and you can't bring dead weight to war. 11. Most people are cowards pretending to be nice. Don't confuse kindness with cowardice. There's a difference. The truth is, most people who seem nice aren't virtuous. They're afraid to be disliked, afraid to say no, afraid to set boundaries. So they shrink, smile, nod, submit. They call it being polite, but deep down, they resent themselves for it. I used to be that guy, saying yes to everyone, avoiding confrontation like it was death. Until one day I realized, being liked by everyone means you stand for nothing. Stoic lesson. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Another quote from Epictetus. Speak your truth. Set the line. Let them hate you. It's better to be feared for your backbone than loved for your silence. 12. Freedom requires sacrifice. Everyone wants freedom. No boss, no debt, no rules, but no one wants to pay the price. You want freedom of time? Sacrifice your weekends. You want freedom of body? Sacrifice comfort. You want freedom of mind? Sacrifice distraction. There is no liberation without discipline. You must kill short-term pleasure for long-term power. Ask any samurai, any warrior, any man who built his own empire. They all bled for it. The world won't hand you freedom. You earn it by sacrificing the things that keep you enslaved. 13. Your mind is either your weapon or your prison. You live inside your mind 24/7. If it's chaotic, negative, self-destructive, it becomes a prison you carry everywhere. I've lived inside that mental hell before. Constant self-doubt, paranoia, overthinking, and I realized something terrifying. Your thoughts don't just shape your world. They are your world. Train your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. Meditate, journal, read, reflect, guard your inner kingdom. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. 14. No one owes you understanding. You can explain your pain, your story, your struggle, but don't expect anyone to understand. Most people are too wrapped up in their own problems to care about yours, and that's not cruel. That's reality. Stop wasting energy trying to be seen. Let go of the need to be understood. Let go of the dream that someone will come and validate your journey. Be your own witness. Be your own judge. Be your own fire. 15. You cannot save people who won't save themselves. You can inspire, you can guide, but you cannot save. I learned this the hard way. A close friend of mine was spiraling, addicted, depressed, angry at the world. I tried everything, advice, support, even money, but nothing changed, because he didn't want to change. You can throw someone a rope, but if they're determined to drown, they'll pull you under with them. Protect your energy. You are not the savior, you are the example. 16. Some people are meant to be outgrown. Not everyone in your life is meant to stay, and that includes the ones you love. You will evolve, and they won't. You'll start thinking bigger, training harder, choosing better. They'll stay in the same place, numbing, gossiping, wasting, and you'll feel guilty for leaving them behind. Don't. Outgrowing people isn't betrayal, it's growth. The only betrayal is betraying yourself to make them comfortable. 17. You'll never reach your potential if you avoid discomfort. Growth and pain are married. You cannot separate them. The cold showers, the lonely nights, the brutal workouts, the long hours of silent work. That's where your power is born. The average man seeks comfort. The dangerous man chases challenge. Here is a red pill truth. Hard choices, easy life. Easy choices, hard life. The pain you avoid is the gate you must walk through every time. 18. Time is running out. You think you have time. You don't. You think tomorrow is guaranteed. It isn't. You think you'll be ready eventually. You won't. One of the most painful regrets I have is the year I wasted waiting. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for a sign. Waiting for confidence. That year didn't teach me anything new. It just stole my fire. Seneca wrote, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." Start today. Now, not perfectly, not fully prepared. Just start, because your clock is ticking, and you don't hear it. 19. Your identity is a choice, not a sentence. You are not doomed to be the way you are. Not your trauma, not your past, not your personality. You are not just lazy. You are not just broken. You are not fixed. The strongest men I know didn't find themselves. They built themselves, one decision, one day, one change at a time. So burn the old identity, forge the new one. And remember, the man you admire is just you without excuses. 20. You will die. The ultimate Stoic truth, and the one everyone avoids. But here's the twist. This truth doesn't kill you. It frees you. When you remember you're going to die, not someday but soon, the noise fades, the fears shrink, the excuses die. You stop living for later and start acting now. This is why the samurai meditated on death, because when death becomes real, life becomes sharp. You walk different, you speak different, you live with fire. Memento mori. Remember, you must die, so start living like you're already dead. Burn the illusions, become the weapon. If you made it this far, you felt it. The sting, the rawness, the uncomfortable truths you've known deep down, but never dared to face fully. This isn't just another motivational list. This is a mirror, a challenge, a call to arms. The man you want to be isn't waiting at the end of a self-help video or in some guru's course. He's buried underneath all the lies you've told yourself. Lies like, "I'm doing my best. It's not the right time. People just don't understand me." Burn them, because what's left after the fire is the weapon you were meant to be. A mind like steel, a soul forged in discomfort, a presence that can't be ignored. So here's the last truth. No one becomes unstoppable by accident. You either rise or you rot. Choose. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.